The return of the tall ship, Saturday, July 11th, live on 5.
Today, our champion, Paul Berger of Hopedale, Massachusetts, faces the challenge of Tom Morgan of Revere, Massachusetts, on Candlepin bowling. Hi, everybody. Welcome once again to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis, and speaking for the whole crew, we are sure glad that you could join us here at the Fairway in Natick, Massachusetts, for 3 strings of Candlepin bowling, total pinfall determining our winner. Each of our bowlers will take home a permanent souvenir. These are provided by Din Brothers Incorporated of Boston and Holyoke. Also, some guaranteed prize money. $1,200 worth. $700 goes to the winner, $350 goes to the runner-up, $50 available to the winner of each string, and obviously if they tie a string, we split that at $25 apiece. Our marksman of the day, the bowler with the most marks, will receive a $50 gift certificate from Rotman's of Worcester. All right, enough of that. Shall we talk to today's bowler? Sure, why not? Tom.
I got a liar.
Pretty good. I almost said Lynn, huh?
Oh, yeah, well, that's where I've been all my life. I just moved to Revere 1 year ago, so I feel like I'm from Lynn still.
Okay, fine. All right. You're well aware of what this guy did about 3 weeks ago, and you watched that show, and I did, and what was the feeling we had in that third string?
It's, you know, you almost looking like he was going to hit 450 or something. No one expected 500, and all of a sudden, before you knew it, 80 pins later, it was over. It was awesome.
And people haven't stopped talking about it. To me, I'm sure that everywhere you go, huh?
Yeah, it's been really hectic. Everybody is talking about it. It's a nice feeling, you know. You lose some tough ones, too, so.
I know. Well, you know, Tom, I think you should be aware of the fact, of course, you know that Paul hit his 500, but here, just a few nights ago, he hit a 202.
Another first. First time over 200. It was, again, just throwing the ball and everything was caving in. Good practice bowler, I guess.
Getting to be boring, isn't he?
No, not to me. No. Hey, let's see what you both can do, because you're both super bowlers, and we'll get underway right after this.
Candlepin Bowling is sponsored in part by Cotter True Value.
Challenger Tom Morgan of Revere. High single 192, high triple 490, league average 126. He had a 667 in winning his roll-off.
Come on, Tom, roll it off.
This is Tom's 6th regular appearance. He was runner-up in the 1983 live show to Tommy Olstock. And he starts off with a spare.
Right on the front one, T.
6 on his spare, leaving the 4 horsemen right side. Just missed the head pin. It's a 9. Paul Berger, high single 193, high triple 500, league average 127, his roll-off score 681. And he begins with a strike. He begins with double strike. Challenger Tom Morgan. Tom now looking at the 3, 6, and the 7 over on the left. He has a piece of wood just to the right of the 3 and another about where the 5, well, now it's rolling back to about where the number 1 would be. Too bad he missed the 3-6. The piece of wood did take out the 7. Now he just made a little, clenched his fist as much as to say, darn, I should have gone for the 3. 1, 2, and 4, no wood. That's what he's looking at. He has it. Now here is Paul Berger coming up. He has 2 strikes in a row. Three strikes in a row would have been an extra bonus of $1,000. The first ball nets him 6. And he takes out the other 4. He has 3 marks in a row. That's $50 in bonus money. Eight is the drop. He's now looking at the 4-pin and the 10-pin. And he made that. He has 4 marks in a row. And we are going to take a check on the scoreboard after 4 boxes. With the bonus ball still to be thrown by each of our bowlers. The score right now is Berger 74 and Morgan 45. Our challenger, Tom Morgan, Revere, working on a spare. Here's the fill. He got 9. And the 1-pin that he wants to get, the 9-pin, is going to be difficult. There are 3 pieces of wood in front of it. However, 2 are semi-perpendicular and 1 is sort of horizontal. I would assume it. No, it looked like a roadblock, and yet you had the feeling that maybe, just maybe, it would work. So it's a 10. Tom's first appearance on our program was back in 1983, and he rolled a 4-14. He leaves 1, the 5-pin. His brother Mike is here rooting for him, and Mike, of course, has been on our championship show also. Yes, he got it. Now, Paul Berger with 4 marks in a row. $100 in bonus money. Working on a spare. And he gets an 8-pin drop. The 2 and the 4 to convert for another. And he has 5 in a row. $100 after 5 boxes, and right now he is looking at another 2 to pick up for another mark, and he just missed it. And everybody, there are even some people booing, but they're only kidding him when they do that. Al Gilio keeping score on the electronic scoreboard. And today we have Tom Morgan. Mike was just shouting to the left, has knocked down 9. Brian Lands today keeping score on the big scoreboard for the folks who are here. Looked as if he was going to have a half Worcester to the right side. And as it turns out, he gets 6. And yes, he has another. 3 marks in a row, $50 in bonus money for Tom Morgan. Paul Berger up on the line. Ralph Stewart, our lob line judge and referee, in his accustomed spot, looking very casual, relaxed. Paul has left the 7-pin. It's a 9. And the first box in which he did not get them all. Spread eagle. Well, actually, there is another pin in back, the 9-pin, but he took out the left side and has left the 3-pin and the 10-pin. Don Riley is our statistician and coordinator. Phil Rubin is our producer-director. And our crew today, Skip Peabody, Howie Rouse, Glenn Fletcher, John Rosenfeld. Big 9-pin drop for Tom Morgan. He's got the 7-pin to pick up.
Okay, on easy. 9-1, okay, buddy.
Waiting for some wood to settle down.
All right, stop. Be a little guy here. Oh, yeah, whoa.
One other member of our crew in post-production videotape, George Ellard. Yes, he has it. And he has 4 marks in a row. He missed the head pin. Still has 3 pins standing. And a fine opening string of 140. Now Paul Berger, already at 128. This will not be easy to convert because he has parallel pins in the 4 and 5, 7 and 8. $138. The 8 and 10 are standing. Wood is moving around a little bit. 2 pieces horizontal to and to the left of the 8 pin, 1 perpendicular to it. Got the 8, but was unable to move that piece of wood over to get the 10. So, a 148. And another $50 in bonus money to Paul Berger as the winner of the first string by a score of 148 to 140. In the middle string, our defending champion leads it off. Here is Paul Berger. Almost began the middle string with a strike. He knocked down everything except the 10-pin. It rocked back and forth. And he just missed the 10-pin and then can hardly believe it. Only 8 pins separating our 2 bowlers after the first string, and it was rather interesting. Each bowler had 5 marks in the first string. Two, 7 and 10. 3 pieces of wood. And Paul used them. Made the spare. Now Tom Morgan. Paul began with 5 consecutive marks in that first. Tom had a mark in the 4th, skipped the 5th, then 6, 7, 8, and 9 were all marks. One pin out of there. One pin, the 2 pin. He almost came back and made a spare. Got everything except the king pin, the 5. But just the fact that you can hit either the 2 or 3 right beside the head pin and knock down just one gives you an inkling of just how tough this game is. He's got a diamond right plus the 10, or if you prefer, in the order in which we look at them, it is the 3, the 5, 6, the 9, 10. He has left the 6 and 10. It's a 9. Paul Berger working on a spare. Here is the fill. It's 7. Leaving 1, 2, and 8 with wood in between 2 and 8. And it goes. Paul got 7. For a moment it looked like it was going to be 6 and he was going to have parallel pins, the 5, the 6, the 9 and 10, but the 5 went out of there. So now he's looking at the triangle made up of the 6, 9, and 10. He made it. Another $50 in bonus money. Now Tom Morgan. One, 2, 10. Two full on number 1. It's an 8. Two and 7. Yes, he made it. All right, once again, each bowler will have a bonus ball to roll as soon as we come back. And in pins already down here in the middle string, Berger led after 148 to 140. Right now, he's at 54 to Tom Morgan's 37. Paul Berger has 3 consecutive marks. Seven is the fill on this one. The 2, the 8, and the 10. 8 pins still there. Got the 2 and 10. It's a 10. The 3 and the 4. Tough shot. Nope. It's an 8. Now Tom Morgan comes up to work on his spare. Two full on the head pin. He gets 4. He's got the 2, 4, 7, 3, 6, and 9. Got everything except the 3 pin. It's a 10. The left side went down. Now he is left with just the 10 pin to pick up for a spare. Waiting for some wood to settle down. Yes, he has it for another mark. Two and 10. Nope. Uh, 10. And a strike. Our challenger, Tom Morgan, Revere. He gets good action. It looked as if he was only going to have a half Worcester on the left side. And as it turned out, he was able to get 7 more. Looking now at 1, 9, and 10, and he made it. Nice shot. He has 7. Looking at 3, 6, and 10 over on the right to convert for another and more bonus money. Yes, he made it, and he has 3 marks in a row here. Another $50 in bonus money, and he is keeping it close. Paul Berger working on his strike, and he almost had 2 strikes in a row. He left the 5 pin. Now for a spare, yes. And a strike on top of his spare. So again, 3 marks in a row. Now up to $300 in bonus money. At 139 plus this. 7 more. And 1 more. 8 more. 147. Tom Morgan has 3 marks in a row in this string. Just 4. 4 horsemen right side, plus 5 and 9. Got a few more, but he still has 4 there. 3, 5, 6, and 10, and he takes them out for a 10 and a 109. A lot of pins scattered across with the 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 10. 9 is the only one missing from the back row. Got a couple more. And wiped them out for a 10 and a 119. So another $50 in bonus money to Paul Berger, as he has won the middle string by a score of 147 to 119. And after 2, it is Berger 295, Morgan 259. Our challenger, Tom Morgan Revere, on the line at beginning of the 3rd string. After 2, they have... Tom has left the corners full, 7 and 10. He has a lot of wood out there. After 2, they had the same digits up there. Only the second and... Great try. He got the... Only the 2nd and 3rd were reversed. 295, 259. It is a 9. Two full this time for Tom Morgan. He has left a clipped wings spread eagle with the 4, 7, 6, 10. Got just 1. Now Paul Berger. Paul can pick up another $100 just by rolling what would seem to be easy for him, a 105 here. That would give him $400 and another $100 in bonus money. It's a 9. First box gets him 9. Already has $350 in bonus money. Four horsemen right side, no wood to help. He got 2 of them, but he has left the 6 and 10. Paul is a purchasing manager for Sun Microsystems. Challenger Tom Morgan.
Come on, not bad. See, run it down.
1, 2, 4, and 8. Tom, married, father of 2. 9, leaving the kingpin, the 5. Paul Berger also married, and his 2 sons are here rooting for him. And Tom Morgan comes up with another mark, and Paul Berger steps to the line. Paul leaves a split of 4-7 on the left and the 10-pin over on the right. With some wood. Didn't get the 7. It's a 10. The 10 finally toppled, leaving him 2 and 4 to convert. Yes, he has it. Two marks in a row for Tom Morgan. Trying for 3. 7 is the fill. The pins standing are the 3, 5, and 7 with wood. Got the 3 and 5, but not enough oomph to go over to get the 7. There it goes for a 10. One, 4, 7, 8, 10 with some wood. Can he scatter them? He scattered them, but the 7 stayed up. It's a 9. Our home viewer jackpot is $350. Our high-low jackpot is up to $1,750. All right, Paul Berger has a spare. He has a lead of 29 in the match. Right down the middle, just 3. There are still 3 standing, and they are without wood to help. The 3, the 6, and the 8. He leaves the 8. A 9 box. $51. That's through 5. Three, 6, and 10 on the right, 4 and 7 on the left. The only wood is in front of the 4 and 7. It's an 8. 4 boxes to go. One, 2, 7, and 9. Got everything except the 7. It's a 10. A strike. Tom Morgan's last appearance was just about a year ago in May. And he lost to Don Santiago, 399 to 371. Now, Paul Berger. 3, 5, and 7. Yes, he made it. Peter Surratt is in second place for our True Value Championship. He has a 453. Then Jack Quinn with a 437. Steve Badney with a 434. Paul drops 7. Leaves 3 pins. The 3, the 9, and 10. The 9's still there. Nine. 85. So he needs 20 pins in the last 2 boxes. It seemed, you know, just a snap as he was starting to say he only needs 105 for 400. And here it is. He needs to get 20 pins in order to get that. Tom Morgan looking at 3 pins, the 3, the 6, and the 10. And, oh, too full on that 3. And he was disappointed also, obviously. Now looking at 1, 8, and 10. Just got the 1. 8 and 10 still there. It's 9. A 117. $376. Now Paul needs 20 pins in order to get 400. Right now, with no wood to help, he's looking at the 3, 5, 6, and 10. Got 2 of them. Now he has to get 3 and 5. He missed them. Now he must mark in order to get 400. Who would have thought it? Fortunately for Paul, he had a big lead because it does not appear he's not going to win this string. Now, if he does convert, he's going to do it with the diamond. It's diamond right. And he got the mark. Okay, 103 needs 2. Yes, it's 400. 111. So another $50 in bonus money goes to Tom Morgan as he wins the 3rd string, 117 to 111. However, the final total and another $100 in bonus money for Paul Berger. He does go over 400, finally waiting until the final box to do it. And there it is, 406 to 376. We have $350 in the home viewer jackpot, and the total today is $782. As you can see, we already have quite a few cards, but wouldn't mind seeing a few more. Just want to remind you, all you have to do is make sure it's on a postcard, not a letter. Take your guess as to what the total pinfall will be, both bowlers combined, on the day that you hope that I reach in there and pull out a card. You can send in 1 every day. So you can send in 30 and 28 in February, or 29 every 4th year. You know what I mean, anyway. Please, when you've done that, be sure and include your name and address. Every once in a while, it does happen. You just forget. But send it to this address, please, which would be Candlepin Bowling, WCBB TV, 5 TV Place, Needham, Massachusetts, and the zip code is 02192 or 02192, whichever you prefer. Now, when we do have a winner, we will empty this out and we'll start all over again at $50. When we don't, we just keep adding $50 every week until somebody eventually does walk away with whatever is in there. All right, 782 is the total today, 350. Let's find out if we have somebody who can guess. And of course, when I draw out this particular card, even if it's nowhere near that, that person will be rewarded with a handsome gift from the Parker Pen Company. All right, this one comes from East Providence, Rhode Island, Bob Crook. And his guess is 730. Okay. So next week is going to be worth 400. Our high-low jackpot has moved along. It's up to $1,750. I know, Paul, you don't need any more money, but you get first choice of lane and first chance at it. Okay, Tom. While I have a minute here, okay, guys, just a second. I have a minute, so I want to say because congratulations are in order to a couple of bowlers. Don Adams of Lynn, a 108 bowler, bowled a 231 at the Beverly Bowler Mat. Coincidentally and remarkably, Lou Oxford Jr. of Natick bowled a 231 in a 22-team tournament on February 29th at the Wallachs Lanes in Waltham. How about that? Paul Berger rolls a 500. He rolls a 202 here, and here are a couple of guys who roll. Is this game getting easy or what? Huh? Okay. Come on, guys. Come up here. Tom, let's see. Last year you hit Don Santiago, and he rolled a 399 against you, huh? And now you got a 408 thrown at you.
Yeah,
huh?
Paul threw a ball great.
But you rolled very well both times. And you pick up $200 in bonus money. And also, since we have Din Brothers Incorporated, who just come on with trophies, you get the first of the runner-up trophies from them, and you'll have your name inscribed on that and have it as a permanent souvenir. Always a pleasure to see you. Okay, all right. Okay, Paul, you get that $50 gift certificate from Rotman's Furniture. I know you're going to do the house all over the way you're rolling. For being our marksman of the day. And let's see, you went over 400 again, so you get another $100 for that. You had $350 besides that, so $450 in bonus money, plus, of course, the $700. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so.
Beautiful trophy.
Yeah, well, this trophy is going to go, too, and you'll have your name inscribed on that. Now, since these are eventually going to go to somebody who has won 3 in a row, but since this is the first and you've already won 4 in a row, we thought that you appropriately should have one of these, okay?
Thank you very much.
And a guy named Jackie Ray is going to be your challenger next week. What did I do with my watch? Where am I? How much more time do I have here? Okay, we've got a little more time to talk. Yeah, as I explained, these are from Din Brothers, the very first time we had them on, and from now on, there'll be a trophy for the first time you win, another one for the second time you win, and then when you win for 3 in a row, you get this nice one here, which is be inscribed with your name and put it up on the wall. Kind of nice. You got a couple of guys here?
Yeah, I do.
Where are they? Come on, guys.
Hurry up.
And their names are?
Damon is the older one, and Alex is the younger one.
Okay, face the audience there, guys, and wave bye-bye. Okay, we'll all see you next week, same time. Bye-bye, everybody.